Right. Good morning, everyone. Whew, it's been a heck of a week, huh? Oh, I'll tell you. I took a little breather, just a day breather on election day from social media um, because I do have some anxiety issues and some depression issues and things like that. So when tension gets high, I like to I have to step back. And it took a long time for me to recognize that in myself, to see, I could feel, you could feel, for me, I get that butterfly in the belly kind of feeling, not the good kind of butterflies, and sometimes heart racing. My mind goes places that I don't want it to go. And that is my now I recognize that, and I take a look at it, and I'm able now to step away from it and take a break and kind of reassess and self-care and breathing. And I don't know if any of you have those issues. I'm sure somebody does, or somebody knows someone, right? Everybody knows someone who suffers with anxiety, medicated or not medicated. Some people choose to do other things to help kind of quell that storm, that bruise from time to time. So I urge you, if you are a person, even if you're not diagnosed with any issues of mental illness, which is not a bad thing. Let's stop expecting that to be such a bad thing and be embarrassed by it. Um, if you have those issues, and even if you don't, the tension of our times right now can definitely take a toll on how we are able, our reactions, how we're able to deal with sometimes the small things, because there's so many big things happening. So it's like that small thing can just throw you over the edge. I would ask if any of you are yogis, any of you practice yoga whatsoever, in a time like that, the easiest thing you can do is recognize it and try to step back from it and go inside yourself and do your yogi breathing, even, like you do in yoga class, that the Darth Vader is, I remember Stacy, I think, said that once. I loved that because it totally made more sense to me on how to do that. You do that breath, and it'll just bring you back inside to yourself. And it is difficult sometimes, I think, to move yourself away, which is basically you're moving yourself away from that thinking mind. In many different situations, the thinking mind will tell us stories, and it'll keep building on those stories, and you're thinking and thinking. Do you ever have conversations or even arguments? I do it all the time. I have arguments with people in my head. I'm hoping that's normal. But I do have to eventually talk myself out of that and step back and say, wait a minute, what am I actually feeling? And I don't know if you journal at all. I would, even just journaling, it can be like, that can be a big deal. If you're not the person who wants to feel like you have to commit to something, you don't actually have to. You get a tiny little notebook, and when you have that thing going on in you, step back, write it down. This is what I'm doing. And then sit back and breathe and say, why am I doing this? What feelings do I have? Write that down. Work yourself. I'm not a professional. I'm just saying this is what works for me, is helpful with the COVID and the election and then just normal life. And strong opinions and strong arguments and things that are happening where people are no longer, and finding kindness is getting really big over here. I'm not saying political sides, FYI. Like, there's a portion of people who can recognize this, and they get, their kindness is now like building, like we have to be accepting and helpful and help other people who are struggling right now. And then there's another group that's kind of stuck in the complaining and the negative talk. And we just don't want to do that. We want to go over here, but we also need to stay here and take care of ourselves. So I don't know. I know I rattle a lot, but I was really feeling this week, and people will sometimes sit in judgment of you if you, for anything really. There are those people that do that, and you need to be able to feel secure enough in yourself to take care of yourself, no matter what somebody else may think or feel, and especially those who have any kind of a mental illness or disorder, or just simply are just having a rough time over this last year. And they need to be kind to themselves and try to get away from that judgment of yourself and others. So I would suggest doing the breathing, maybe doing a quick little journaling thing, just when you're catching yourself. I'm alone a lot, so I will talk out loud to myself and say, hey, Lisa, seriously, what are you feeling right now? Why are you doing this? And I'm not trying to shame myself. I just need to pinpoint the feeling that I'm having. And then I can dig a little deeper, like, why are you having that feeling? And typically it comes down to, I feel hurt, by what somebody said. And that makes me feel a little vulnerable, which makes me feel like maybe I'm weak. And I have always tried to be this strong human. Wow, you guys are learning a lot today about me. So anyways, I don't know. I don't know if that'll help you or not. And I really hope it does. And so today we're going to kind of work on just a quick meditation, sort of basing that on finding that stillness, moving away from the thinking mind, the mind that tells the stories, the mind that can bring you further and further from where you actually need to be at, and find that stillness, that place where you can look at it from the outside and not get caught up in all the chaos and anxiety and maybe the not truth of the situation. Maybe you're not seeing, your thinking mind has built up this story, and it needs to get broke down into the most basic, simple truth of what is happening to get you settled in your mind, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you. I know what I'm saying. All right, so let's go ahead and take our seat. I am on my big bolster. I love this bolster. It's gigantic and it's so comfy. Let's go ahead and get a nice comfortable seat. You could lay down for this too. I do prefer the sitting up unless I'm doing a in bed ready to go to sleep kind of a meditation. So you can hold a mudra, whatever's comfortable for you. For me, I am hands on knees, tops of thighs, whatever works for you. We want shoulders upright, spine is straight. Our belly is going to be soft, so don't hold any tension in that tummy. And we're just going to pause and work that out today. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the mouth and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And as we exhale, we relax, as we've done before. I think we're going to do 3 of those breaths, as we typically do. Go ahead and close your eyes. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Good exhale, relaxing shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. I want you to return to just your regular breathing, comfortable breathing. You're following that breath. You can breathe any which way you'd like. If in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose. Just taking care, putting yourself at ease, relaxing your body. I'd like you to imagine the sun directly above your head, shining warm, bright, beautiful golden light down on top of you. You can feel that warmth on the top of your head. Letting that golden light, that warm, beautiful golden light coming through the top of your head, flowing through your body, filling up, starting at your toes. It's flowing through your body. Feel the warmth. The sunlight is coming through, and it is dissolving any of that anxiety, stress, chaotic feelings that you may have, overwhelmed. It's dissolving that feeling as that sunlight fills from your toes, through your feet, your ankles, feeling that golden light warming your body through your calves and shins, dissolving all of that overwhelmed feeling, any stress, filling to your knees, fronts and backs of your thighs, through your pelvic and your rear, hips, that warm golden light cleanses that tension from your lower back, filling your body through your stomach, your abdominals, through your chest and upper back, feeling some relief, this beautiful golden sunlight warming and removing your body. It's removing all of that negative. It's warming and refreshing through your upper arms, your lower arms, your hands and your fingers, warming your shoulders, your throat and your neck. Relaxing your face, your ears, back of your head, that spot right between your eyebrows. Relaxing and filling with a beautiful golden light through the top of your head. Now that your body is filled with positive, beautiful light, and you've released all of that negative, I invite you to back, moving your fingers, fluttering your eyes, taking a breath, your hands to your heart center. The light within me recognizes and appreciates the light within you. Namaste, friends. Be well.